What's up, everybody? It is 9 o'clock on a Sunday night. It's 8 o'clock, really, but we sprang forward today, so it's now 9 o'clock. Everybody get in. Got a cool show tonight. Yes, I know I'm live. Nobody's here. Now let me know you're here. Just say hello. Hey, Veronica. Good evening. Hey, Cassandra. Tom, what's up? Hey, John. Everybody's falling in. You guys share if you would. Let everybody know we're here. It's actually going to show me tonight who's here. That's pretty cool. John says, you jealous of me? You know I am. John got to have a lot of fun this past weekend. Or this weekend. He went to a con. I don't know what con. What con did you go to, John? But he met a lot of cool people, including the Incredible Hulk, the original Incredible Hulk, Lou Ferrigno. I would have loved to have met Lou Ferrigno. What was the name of the con you went to, John? He sent me a picture of Hacksaw Jim. Who else? Lou Ferrigno. And he was repping CAPI too, y'all. He had his hoodie on. Y'all see that? That's John at the Huntsville Comic and Pop Culture Expo. He was wearing his CAPI. That was cool. I like that. You got to see Lou Ferrigno. The original Incredible Hulk. I would have loved to have met him. He said that they charge like $60 for an autograph, though, and they charge to get pictures and stuff like that. I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't pay. It irks me when celebrities do that. I know it probably wasn't him doing it. It was the Expo doing it, but still, I don't agree with it when celebrities charge for autographs, because they wouldn't be celebrities without the fans. So I think it sucks when they do that. I don't mind them putting the fan's name, like when they sign an autograph. I don't mind them putting the fan's name on there too, A lot of celebrities will do that to keep you from being able to profit off of it, which I think is crap because they profit off of their celebrity status. No, it's the celebrities. Oh, it is the celebrities that do that. I stand corrected. So that makes it even worse. I now have few respect for Lou Ferrigno. I think that's crappy to do that. I see why they, like I said, I see why they put the fans' name. Like they'll ask you your name and then they'll say, "Great meeting you," or "Stay cool, John. Love Lou Ferrigno," or something like that. That depreciates the value of whatever they're signing, because celebrities get upset whenever you get an autograph from them and then you use that autograph, like you sell the item they signed and you get a greater value of it because their name's on it, which I think is crappy too, because they wouldn't be a celebrity without the fans. I think that's a slap in the face. So I've hung out with a lot of stars. I was a bodyguard for a long time for a lot of music entertainment people. I've met some really big names. I've met some pieces of crap that were just nasty and horrible. Like, who was the worst person I ever met? Everybody else asked me who was the nicest person you ever met. And that would be a mix between Bill Cosby and Tommy Lee Jones, probably. The Yin Yang Twins were pretty cool. In music, I guess the worst one I ever had any dealings with would have to be Little John. He and I got in a little argument. He thought I worked for him. He found out quick that I don't. He did apologize though, but I didn't really take his apology because he yelled at me and talked down to me in front of a lot of people, but he apologized to me in private. So I was like, you did what you did in front of everybody. You could have apologized in front of everybody too. So, but that's neither here nor there, whatever. Let's see. In movies, Jessica Lange was a piece of crap. She was a real, country would have to be, what's her name? I can't even remember her name now. She's nasty as crap. What is her name? Winona Judd. She was a piece of crap. She was drunk, almost arrested her. That's his only income he gets. Just selling his signature is his only income. Hey, there's a lot of stars from that era that came back and made and got into doing other stuff. I still don't think you should profit off of stuff like that. Just my opinion. If I was a has-been actor and I didn't have any other way, maybe I would sell my autograph to eat, I guess. But a lot of them still make money. A lot of them hit rock bottom. A lot of them hit rock bottom big time, and then they clawed their way back up. You can't tell me that Willie Nelson can go from where he was to where he is now, and Lou Ferrigno can't do the same thing without screwing his fans. So, Miranda Lambert is a bitch, really? That's surprising, man. Winona Judd's a huge tool. She was horrible and ugly. That's the ugliest creature I've ever seen in my life. I ain't lying, y'all. She takes all that. Maybelline is her friend. I ain't playing. When I saw her, she was drunk and nasty. Had vomit all over her sweater, blood on her face. She had a wreck on a motorcycle. Allegedly had a wreck on a motorcycle. The only thing I know for sure is that she was drunk, bloody, and vomity. That's all I know. I don't know if she really had a wreck on a motorcycle. I know she was riding a motorcycle, but I didn't see her have the wreck. That's just what they said happened. But yeah, she was a real tool. Jessica Lange was probably, I worked with her in a movie called, what was the movie I was in? My memory is sucky, y'all. It's in a movie with Tommy Lee Jones, Powers Booth. Powers Booth was awesome, guys. He just recently passed away, I think. But yeah, he was a phenomenal guy. Him and Tommy Lee Jones were like freaking ace. Tommy Lee Jones was amazing. That's like the best guy I've ever met. I'd worked with a lot of them and a lot of the stars, and Tommy Lee Jones was one that when he got into a character, y'all, he got into a character. Blue Sky. That's the name of the movie we did. Blue Sky with Tommy Lee Jones, Jessica Lange, Powers Booth. I can't remember that. There was a young actress that played their oldest daughter that has gone on to do a lot of stuff now too. But Kevin Sorbo is a good guy. I've met Kevin Sorbo. Yep, I agree with you there. He is an awesome guy. I've met him too. He was one of my heroes when I was into the medieval stuff. But yeah, Kevin Sorbo's a great guy. But Tommy Lee Jones played what was he? He was like a lieutenant colonel or a major. I think he was a major or something like that. If anyone's not familiar with the movie Blue Sky with Tommy Lee Jones and Powers Booth and Jessica Lange, it's a movie that was set around the Cold War era, and Tommy Lee Jones was transferred from Hawaii to this little town that we did the movie in the movie, not in real life, but transferred. He was in the Army, and he was transferred there to oversee their nuclear testing facility. And he goes through a whole bunch of stuff because his wife was freaking crazy. She drove through a parade, and there's just a lot of stuff that she did. She acted like a prima donna, big time. Like she wanted stuff her way, and she was like the queen of everything, and people had to bow down to her and stuff like that. But anyway, whatever. She's a tool, and I'll never like her. She did other stuff. She did one thing that was really horrible. We had at the crew set, we had a jar. A local boy in the town we was in doing the movie had died in a fire. He was like 3 years old. And we had a jar set out in the crew area for him where people would just put change and stuff in to help the family out, his mother and father. And everybody was putting money into that jar. You know, even Tommy Lee Jones. Tommy Lee Jones would come by there several times a day and drop money in the jar. And everybody was, you know, not just the stars, but the producers and the extras and all the actors. Everybody was just dropping money in the jar. So it was cool. And we were all in there. Tommy Lee Jones, that's what I was going to say. When he gets into a character, he gets into a character. And he really got into that character. He became a soldier. When he would eat, he would come out to the mess tent and eat with the soldiers, with the enlisted men. That was in the movie, you know, but it was a war movie. It was like an army movie. And he would come out and eat with us and just sit there and talk to us about the day and what he's going to be doing that day and what he expects from people and what people should expect from him, and just, you know, getting to know the people and just playing that role. He was, the whole time we were on that set for the whole, almost 3 months that we filmed that movie, he was 100% a lieutenant colonel. I mean, the whole time, or major, I think he was, something like that. I don't remember. I think Powers Booth played his boss, and he was a colonel. He was the colonel of the base, so he was like a major or something like that. But he played that role the whole time. And we're all sitting there in the mess tent eating, and everybody's in there eating. Because after a few days of Tommy Lee Jones coming out and eating with the crew and the cast, other stars that were in the movie would come out and sit down too. They would, you know, people started noticing what he was doing, and they're like, well, heck, he's out there eating with the common people. Let me go eat with the common people. And so they did that. And everybody did that except for Jessica Lange. Well, she happened to come in. She was actually passing through our tent going to wardrobe. And Tommy and Powers were sitting across from me, and we're all sitting there talking and everything. And Tommy said, hey, Jessie. They called her Jessica. Her name's Jessica Lange. They called her Jessie. she's walked through the tent. He said, "Hey, Jesse," he said, "a local child was killed in a fire not long ago, and they have a jar set up for him." He said, "He's like 3 years old. And they have a jar set up for him." He said, "Why don't you drop a little change in the jar as you go by?" And she literally turned and looked at him with this disgusted look on her face and said, "I didn't know him," and kept walking. That's the kind of person she was. And another crappy thing, and the thing is the reason it touched me so much is because that was my nephew that died in the fire. That's why it touched me so much. And I guess kind of got me up bad. But it wasn't just that, though. I mean, because if you're a piece of crap and you don't want to participate in something like that, that's fine. But it's just like we did a scene on an airplane that didn't make it to the movie, by the way. My only speaking part in the movie didn't make it in the final cut, but that's okay. I still got paid for it. But the scene we were shooting was going to be like 2 or 3 minutes on the film, in the film when it was still set to be in the film. And it wound up taking us 19 hours to shoot that because she kept stopping. She kept saying, "I didn't feel good about this," or "I didn't want to do this," or "this person looked at me," or "Why is he touching me?" or something like that. You know, he's just a huge piece of crap. Let me get up on y'all's. The Rock is kind of full of himself, but cool. I've never met The Rock, so I don't know. Is he really kind of full of himself? He seems like the kind of guy that would be in the gym saying, "I can pump more than you." So, yeah. Jim and Jake the Snake were awesome to talk to. Yeah, a lot of those older wrestlers I spent a lot of time with a lot of them too. My mom was friends with Junkyard Dog, and so we got to spend a lot of time with them, with a lot of the older wrestlers too. Ghosts are real, straight up. Thank you, Zachary. And to chime in, did you ever witness a demon manifest in a physical object or anything like that? Just asking. Cool question, Calvin. Hold on and I'll answer it. Greetings, Zach and Calvin. Yeah, thank you, John, for saying hello to them. I didn't even see them until I was reading. Yes, Zach and Calvin, welcome. Satan is real. I know that for a fact. If you don't believe that, look up into the reflex. That's kind of crazy. That case is solid evidence for the devil's work. There you go. It's not solid evidence, but okay, I see where you're going, Calvin. Zach asked a question, said ghosts. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Calvin asked a question, says, did you ever witness a demon manifest in a physical object or anything like that? Just asking. No, I have not ever witnessed a demon manifest into a physical object. I have witnessed a demon a couple of times, but I've never seen them manifest into a physical object. They don't really do that. There's no reason for them to. I'm not going to say it's impossible, because nothing's impossible on earth for a demon, because they rule earth. But no, I've never seen them manifest into a physical object. I have seen them manifest into a form, though. They're usually pretty upfront about what they are and what they do. They don't play around. They don't possess us because we're beneath them. They don't do all the TV stuff that like that sounds. Sorry about that, y'all. I got it. The alarm systems now, it won't keep hollering front door, but it still does the little beep 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 to let me know that it's open and closing. So sorry about that. And I'm gonna turn my phone off or down. Notifications, and tell you what, we'll just turn everything down. Let it buzz. Let it vibrate. I think my tablet's already down, but let me make sure. All right, guys. Well, I hope everybody had a great week this week. I know I did. It was a pretty awesome week for me. Well, I got to spend a lot of time at home this week, which I'm not fussing about, because believe me, I usually work so much. Demon equals ex-wife. I was married to Satan, Tom. You had to marry a demon, but I was married to Satan himself. So I know how you feel about that. But I think I was married to a demon too. But let's see. How do I do this? Oh, yeah. Turn this down so it doesn't disturb us. All right, so if you read the description tonight, you know that we are going in whatever direction you want to go in. So y'all excuse my face, man. Look at that. All these red marks. It's like I've been beat up. I didn't get in a fight or anything. I shaved. I have super sensitive skin, guys. I have such sensitive skin. Bad sensitive. Bad sensitive. I do. I really do. I have my face is very sensitive. And I shaved a couple hours or a few hours ago now. And when I shave, I can't use shaving cream or gel or anything like that because it makes my face look like I got acne or something. So it's not acne, it's not zits and stuff. I'm not reverting back into my teenage years. It's just my skin is super sensitive, and when I use soap tonight to shave because I can't use gel and shaving cream, and it kind of gets me kind of like this. So sorry about that. Sorry about the little red marks everywhere. It's not your screen or the TV or the computer. It's me. I did that. I got to find something. One of these days, I'm gonna find something that I can actually shave with, and it won't break me out. All right, let's get back on these comments because when the show's going wherever you guys take it tonight, whatever y'all want to talk about, we will talk about. Let's try to keep it paranormal, but we'll go in any direction you guys want to go. So, and I'll answer your questions and the best of my abilities. Okay. Okay, John, it's sent something, but it's getting my permission first. Let's see. Everyone like the video, subscribe, and hit the follow bell. I don't know why it asked me. It asked me sometimes the stupidest. I don't know why I would have to approve that. All he said was everyone like the video, subscribe, and hit the follow button. We do a video every week. I'm actually in the process of planning to hopefully start doing a video every day. If I do that, it won't be live though. I want to become a daily vlogger. And if I do that, then I'm going to vlog a video a day. I'm going to try to vlog a video a day. But we're going to work up to that. Right now, we're going to do one a week. Then we may go to 2 a week or whatever. But we're going to get more. There's a lot of stuff I want to talk about. But we're on every Sunday night at 9 p.m. live on YouTube. We're still figuring this YouTube thing out. We've been on here for a few weeks now. We're really liking it. And we got a lot of plans. We do have merch as well. I'm not wearing merch tonight because I think my shirt was dirty. But we have CAPI merch. So if you're interested in that, just let me know. We have t-shirts. We have coffee cups, mugs, tumblers, anything you want. Hoodies. You just saw John wearing his hoodie. I showed you guys the picture of John wearing his hoodie at the expo in Atlanta. We got hoodies, beanies. We have pajamas. We can do pajamas now with it on the legs. We have long sleeve shirts, short sleeve shirts. We can get you anything you want. So just let me know. Try olive oil and soap. What? For my face? Really? Olive oil and soap. Are you setting me up for a fall, Cassandra? Am I going to put this on my face and it turns it a color or something? I was asked to let everybody know that Donna's not going to make it tonight because her daughter-in-law has her biopsy in the morning, so she's getting some sleep. She texted me earlier. She PM'd me earlier and told me, she says, hey, not going to be able to make it on the show tonight. We're getting some early shut out because they're doing the biopsy first thing in the morning. So she's getting some much needed rest. And you guys remember to keep Donna and her family in your prayers. Let's pray that this biopsy comes up negative for cancer. So hopefully that'll be what it is. I hope it's going to be negative, no cancer. So y'all keep them in your prayers. 2 things, tequila night and investigation date. 2 things, tequila night. That's the 16th, Tom. Tequila night is the 16th, March 16th at the San Marcos restaurant in Wetumpka, Alabama. And I'll be posting to the CAPI page the address. I think I already did that, but I'll make sure everybody knows where it's at. Yeah, so it's the 16th. I'm looking forward to that, y'all. Is that next weekend? No. Yeah, I think it is. Is it actually upon us already? I think that's next weekend, guys. Let's see. Oh, I'm so glad you said that, Tom. Thank you. Guys, we had to change it to 5 o'clock. I hope that's okay. If you can still only make it at 6, redo that, John. Meet up at San Marcos and Wetumpka at 5 p.m. on the 16th. I don't know why and what the big deal was, but whenever I made the reservations, I made reservations for 15 people because we had 14 said yes that they were coming. So I just said 15. If we have a little more, that's fine. If we have a little less, that's fine too. I just wanted to, get us in there. But yeah, it's going to be at 5 o'clock. For some reason, they wouldn't let me set it at 6 because of the number of people that are coming. They wouldn't let me set it at 6. They said I had to set it at 5. So it's 5 p.m. But if you can't get there till 6, okay, that's fine. You will get there. Dude, that's fine. If you get there at 6, we're still going to be there. It's not like we're going to sit down and eat for 45 minutes and then leave. I mean, we're going to be there a while. Tom and I have got a lot of tequila to drink. So I don't have a date on investigation yet, Tom, to answer the second part of that. I'm sorry. Remember what I told you guys. Nobody's buying anything. That's the way CAPI pays for all this stuff, all this extra stuff that we do. I don't want to charge you guys for it. I don't want you to ever have to pay for anything for CAPI, except for if you want merch. Then that's just you buying clothes and merchandise. But as far as investigations, I don't want to charge y'all for it. So we got to pay all the costs. So until people start buying this merch, all that stuff's put on our doing the table at the con and investigations and stuff like that is all put on the back burner for now. So until I get some merch sold, we're just going to have to hold off on that. I've been talking a lot. It may be making sure I'm not a troll. Oh, yeah, that's probably why I did that. My sweatshirt hasn't come yet. Veronica, you haven't gotten your sweatshirt, your hoodie? The cat's up in the closet on one of the shelves. Let me look into that, Veronica, and I'll get it to you very soon. You'll have it either before or on the 16th. You'll have it either before or... Oh, you're not coming, though, are you? Because you're in New York. I will make sure you get your hoodie this week, Veronica. If you haven't heard anything about your hoodie, or if you haven't received your hoodie by Friday at noon, call me, Veronica. You've got my number. Call me. Don't text me. Don't call me. And I will make sure it gets to you. You will get it this week if I have to overnight it. So if you haven't gotten it by Friday, let me know, and I will find out. I don't know what's going on with it. I don't handle the merch anymore. Michelle does all that. Our team manager does that. But I will find out, and I will get to the bottom of it. I promise you. I'll find out what's up and why you haven't got it yet. But you will have it this week if I have to freaking overnight it to New York myself. You will have it this week. I apologize. You've been waiting a little while for that. That shouldn't happen. Might throw you a little something extra in there. Meet up at San Marcos in Wetumpka, Alabama. It's at 5. No, they make soap out of olive oil. Okay, I'll try that. Thank you, Cassandra. No, Cassandra, I did not say demons cannot possess people. That demons have been possessing people since before Jesus walked the earth. I said they don't possess people all that much. They don't bother with that like TV says they do. That doesn't happen that often. And exorcisms, 98% of exorcisms are unnecessary. All right, they're staged, or the person just needs a good ass whooping. That's all that is. So no, they can possess you. Of course they can. There's nothing a demon can't do on earth. Remember, Satan has rule of earth right now. So, okay, 5. Yeah, it's at 5. Next weekend. Yeah, it is. I just looked. It is. I can't believe it's that close on us. I'm excited though. I'm gonna have so much fun. Y'all, it's gonna if you can make it to the daggum meet and greet in Wetumpka, Alabama next Saturday, please do. I promise you're going to have an awesome time. I should be there when everybody gets there. I should be there when everybody gets there. But if not, if someone gets there before I do, like I'm thinking maybe Cassandra or John might make it there before me. If something happens and I'm not there before you guys, the reservation is not in CAPI's name. It's in my name, Johnny Rushing. So if anybody gets to the San Marcos in Wetumpka, it's at 5 o'clock on the 16th. If you get there before I do, just know that the reservations is in my name. All right. So I'm kind of thinking Cassandra's probably going to beat everybody there. I think Cassandra's going to be the first person there. I might be wrong, but I kind of think she will. She's very, very, what do you call it, responsible when it comes to this stuff. So what about Okahaba? Okahaba would be an awesome place, but no, we can't do Okahaba. It's already been talked to and said no. So they do, but not much anymore then. Yes, if you're talking about the demons, Cassandra, yes, they can. They definitely can. I wasn't saying they can't. I just said they don't. St. Patty's weekend. Next weekend is St. Patty's weekend? Really? John says he's planning to get there around 4:30-ish. Okay. Well, you may be there before everybody then. So if you're there, just make sure we've got our little spot cordoned off. And that I cannot believe that is, maybe that's why it was so hard to get the reservations set. Do people really go to a Mexican restaurant on St. Patty's Day though? I can't believe that would be an issue. St. Patrick's Day is the next day. Yeah, it's Sunday. Wow. I did not realize that. I may have done it for later. I probably would have done it for the next weekend. That's okay, though. We've got reservations. So as long as we don't run into any Seinfeld incidences, we should be gravy. Well, with such evil things happening and what awful things humans do to each other, almost inhuman. Yeah, I agree. Some humans can do some stuff to people that you would swear up and down that it's got to be a demon. But a demon doesn't have to possess us, and especially the people that do those bad things. They usually just whisper in our ear. They suggest that we do stuff, and unfortunately, 9 times out of 10, they win that coaxing. They are able to get us to do their bidding. Remember, there's more demons sitting on the front porch of your church than there are in a bar. Demons don't hang around bars. Why would they? They've got those people. Those people are done. We've already got them. They're ours. You know, I had a preacher when I was a little kid. I had a preacher say that there's more demons sitting out on the front lawn of this church than there are down at the local pub. And I was sitting there thinking to myself, can y'all see that cat, y'all? Look, right there. My cats are horrible. See what I deal with? There's 4 of them in here. One's in the closet. I wish y'all could see it. That's a little black and white cat. She's got her head stuck through there. They're looking for Toby. I don't think they have to look for Toby. Have y'all seen those feeders that you put the food in the top and it comes out the bottom into a bowl? And there's a lid on the top. You fill it up and then close the lid, and it's like they eat it. And when as the bowl runs out, the food falls from the top. These cats will not eat out of the bowl. I don't know why. They will not eat out of the bowl. If I close the lid on top of the food container, they will open the lid with their nose or their paws sometimes, and Yeah, gravity fed. Thank you, John. They will eat out of the top part. I'm not kidding you. And even when it gets way down to where it's just in the bowl, sometimes they'll knock it over so that the food comes out the top. I don't know what it is. Every now and then they'll eat out of the bowl, but mostly they want to eat out of the top. I guess because there's more up there and they feel like that's more food than this little bit. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know why my cats do that. That's crazy. Hey, Sassy. This is the oldest one. Nope, never mind. She ran. But yes, next Saturday, y'all please be there. St. Patrick's weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. We can get our drink on. We can get our food on. We can just talk paranormal. We can talk CAPI Live. We can just talk everyday crap. I don't care what we talk about. We don't have to talk about paranormal at all. That's not what this is. It's not a let's talk paranormal. We do that every week. It's a meet and greet so that we can meet each other and greet each other. Ronka says, my cat would claw food out of a bowl, then eat it. That's so crazy. I don't know if it's their prowess, their instinct for prowess or what it is. But we have to put blankets on our chairs. And normally you would think it's so that they won't scratch the chairs, but it's not it. They want blankets on the chairs. They won't get in the chairs. They like the blankets, I guess, because it's softer. These are very soft, high back arm chairs. So I like them. They're very comfortable. But I've heard several terms. Maybe you can clear up the difference. Demonic depression, demonic oppression, and demonic possession. They're all three different things. Demonic depression, there's a demon for all of those. There's a demon for depression, that they can cause depression because of the mindset they put you in. Remember, a demon is a demon is a demon. That's all they know. That's all they care about. I'm sorry, y'all, for bumping that. I'm trying to get comfortable. Y'all stop. Hey, stop it. Two females. But there's demons for depression. That's what they do. Remember, like I said, all they know is evil and disruption of happiness. So that's what they do. Demonic oppression that's the same thing. They're going to oppress people. They're going to keep them down. They're going to keep them depressed. They're going to keep them. No, I'm not going to use that analogy. That gets me in trouble every time. I heard an analogy about Democrats that worked wonderful in explaining the different aspects of a demon's agenda. And I did it. I was teaching a class at a university, and I did that. I used that analogy, and it got me in a lot of trouble. So yeah, I won't do that again. I almost did, though. I won't do that again because there may be some Democrats on here. I'm neither. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I don't care. I love America. That's all I care about. That's it. If you're doing right for my country, I don't care what. If you got a mule or an elephant on your chest, I don't care. But anyway, get away from that. Demonic possession. You know what that is. This is where they enter your body and use you as a tool. No, I'm not going to go ahead with that, Cassandra. It's never a good idea. Because I don't want to bring the political into this anyway. But and that'll just start up a whole thing. But and plus it's being recorded, and I might run for president one day. You never know. I'm not running for president. Yeah. But yeah, that's three different things. So it's not three different terms for the same thing. It's actually three different terms for three different things. Do they have to be invited? How do they possess? That's a question that goes back as far as the whole. I think it's as old as the uh, idea of demons and dark lords. It's as old as they are. Um, I think that started getting kind of popular with the Omen, the movie The Omen, when it started in the 70s, I believe. Um, Maybe late 60s or whatever. I think it was 70s. I think The Omen started in the 70s. Um, I think I was a kid the first time I saw it. But do they have to be invited? I, there's an old folklore that evil can't enter your home without an invitation. And if we're going off of that hypothesis, let's look at that. The way the Omen did that was is uh, the demon or the vampire, whatever you know, it was portrayed as both in the movie. The first one stood out to the side of the door knocking and said that he had to be invited in, and the kid invites him in and everything. And stood out not the door but the window. I think it was like a third story window, but and he had to be invited in. And there's a I keep kicking this thing. There's a whole thing about where demons have to be invited into your home. They can't just walk into your home. Um, I don't believe that they have to be invited, um, because we can make a home what it is. We can make a home demon friendly, if you will. Um, if you I mean, if you're the master of your home, when we do cleansings, we have to have the people that live there, the owner of the building, when we do a cleansing. Um, I guarantee my cleansings, if they do it correctly, if it's done correctly, I guarantee it. But I've got to have the people that live there. I can't tell anyone to get out of John's house or Cassandra's house or Tom's house or Veronica's place. They have to do that, right? Um, if uh, if we open our lives up, started with vampires, black-eyed kids, are like a modern version of that. Yeah, kind of. Um, that they have to be invited in. I don't think that you have to invite evil into your home or your body. You just allow that. Who would invite a demon in their body? Nobody wants to be possessed unless you're some kind of nutcase, and then you're probably going to get possessed whether you get possessed or not. So, you know, the little yellow men will tell you, or the little black-eyed kid will tell you, or that voice in the back of your head that tells you you got to kill somebody. Um, yeah, Manson. There you go. Good example. Um, we don't have to invite demons into our home, but we provide that entrance to them. We don't. If you're the master of your home, and I believe that whatever you believe, if you're Christian and you've blessed your home and you don't allow that into your home, then it can't come into your home. Same with your body. If you don't allow it in, then it can't come in. Um, but if if we're providing that demon with the tools that he needs, if we're opening the door without saying please come in, but we're still opening the door, and we're leaving our windows open, and through our actions, then yeah, I think they can just walk in. I mean, just do whatever they want to do. So no, they don't have to be invited. There is a whole school of thought, a whole science on the demon possession capabilities, but I say no. I don't think they have to be invited in. You can just make your home demon friendly, or you can make it demon proof. It's your choice, and you can do the same thing with your mind and your body. So no, I don't think that there has to be an invitation. I disagree. I think that's Hollywood. someone and a demon be sent. I think you meant to say, can a demon be sent to someone else? Yeah, there it comes. Can a demon be sent to someone else? What do you mean? Like if you're doing like an exorcism or something and you exorcise them and they go to someone else's body? I guess if that other person is open to it, yeah. Hey, I guess that would be possible if they're open to that, yeah. But it doesn't have to be leak.
You
Wow,
like it?
yes.
On the back.
Wow, it's just different.
It's really different.
Whoa. It looks good though.
Thank you.
It looks good. Sorry about that, y'all. I was blindsided. My future daughter-in-law just walked in. I've known her for years, and she's always had this really long hair, and she just walked in with hair up to her ears. She got it all chopped off. That was crazy. But it looks good though. But hello, Barry. Welcome. Can a person send a demon to curse someone else? No. Absolutely not. We don't have any control over demons, John. Remember, too, the whole aspect of demons and the devil and all of that, we're like cockroaches. Do you guys know what started the fight between God and Satan? Does anybody know? What actually started the fight? What did Satan disagree with? Most everybody can join your chat. Of course you can, Barry. That's why it's public. Anybody can. Ask any question you want. We're talking paranormal. So seriously, does anyone know what started the whole fight between God and Satan and Lucifer, as he was known? He wanted to be God. He wanted to be like God. Not necessarily. See, everybody always gets that wrong because that's what they say, because that's what you're told in Sunday school. That's kind of what it is. It was pride. Absolutely. It was pride and selfishness, but he didn't want to be God. Satan didn't want to be God. I think it's just an easy way to explain. So Sunday school just started doing that. Satan didn't want to be God. Satan was created by God. Satan was an angel. He was one of the top ones. Some beliefs would even say that he was the archangel, that he was the man. He was the number 2 guy. Some circles have even put him as God's first son, and that him and Jesus are brothers. So, I mean, you never know. So I guess you have to go by what you believe. He wanted to be worshipped. Yeah, he did want to be worshipped, but what started the whole thing between God and Satan was Satan never wanted to be God. Satan knew that he could never be God. It would be like us saying, okay, God, I'll worship you, but if I worship you, you've got to give me your job. And then you got to worship me. That's not what Satan did. Satan knew that he couldn't do that. He's not stupid. He was an angel, so he knew that he couldn't be God. He couldn't take over heaven and become the new God. And that's what a lot of people believe, is because that's the first thing everyone said, is he wanted to be God. It's not what it was. He did want to be worshipped. It was pride. It was selfishness. What started the whole thing was God's love for us. That's what started the whole fight. That's what got him kicked out of heaven. Him and his followers all kicked out of heaven and sent to earth. Let me say vanquished to hell, because there's some beliefs that doesn't believe that Satan was sent to earth. And the Bible doesn't necessarily say that he was sent to earth. It just says he's beneath us. So I don't know. He was given power over earth, though. He does roam the earth. God even asked him in the book of Job what he was doing, and he says, just walking to the corners of the earth, going to and fro. That's it. Somebody said he was just checking out his kingdom. So, but what started it was the fact that God wanted us to be equal to him. Eventually, that's what God wants, is he wants humans to accept him as their creator, worship him, and be like him, and enter into the gates of heaven for their eternal reward, or come back to earth for their eternal reward, whatever your belief may be, and be equals to the angels, and to have that power, to be able to, I don't know, whatever angels do, that's what God wants, is he wants us to eventually come to heaven and live for eternity with him in paradise. And that's his reward to us for for being a good and faithful servant and rejecting earthly ways and stuff like that, ever how you believe on that part. But that's what started the whole thing. It's not, Satan didn't want to become God. He knew he could never be God. He knew that. He didn't like the fact that there's a kitty. But he knew, that's Oreo, by the way. That was Oreo. But he knew that he couldn't be God. He just didn't like the fact that God loved us so much. And so that's what started the whole big fight. I guess that's why Satan hates us so much. So, I mean, he had it pretty good. He was like the number 2 guy. Some believe that that's what that Lucifer was the number 2 guy. He was like the head angel. That's what some people say. I think Baptists still preach that. I know Pentecostal do, but and he wasn't alone either. He wasn't the only angel up there that said, "Hey, I don't agree with this whole human thing. You created them; they're like cockroaches under our feet. We don't agree with this whole giving them all this power. And they get free will, but yet they can come up here. No, we don't agree with that. That's wrong. We're not dealing with that." God says, "Well, you don't have a choice. That's my command. That's my wish. That's my desire, is for them to come up here and live with me and be loved forever." And Satan's like, "No, I don't know. We're not doing that." And God says, "Yeah, actually we are." And he's like, "No." He said, "I'll fight you on this one." And God says, "Well, I'm going to banquet you. You can't be here then. You can't be a part of my house." And so he said, "Okay, I'm not a part of your house then." So they became enemies, and he was vanquished to hell. So chastised, rebuked, thrown out, asked to leave, forced to resign. So, and now Christians use that as explanations for pretty much everything paranormal. So, kind of hurt us a little bit too. If you ask a devout Christian about ghosts, they will tell you that it's demons. That ghosts do exist, but it's always a demon. If you ask them about psychics, like mediums and sorcerers and stuff like that, and shaman and all that, they'll say it's demons. To Is there existence of other life and other planets, on other planets in our universe or beyond our universe? They'll say no. There's no evidence of that in the Bible. The Bible would have told us that. So it's all demons. That's what it is. Well, so and so's an honest cop, or so and so's a minister, and they saw something that would kind of prove the UFO theory. Well, they saw a demon. That's all it is. That's there's no such thing as aliens. That's all demons. There's no such thing as ghosts. Johnny didn't see a ghost. Johnny didn't record a ghost. He recorded a demon pretending to be a ghost, so that that demon could have Johnny's soul damned into eternal torture. So no, it's not it's not their belief. It's not. There's no possibility of another life, of a paranormal life or parallel life. It's all demons. So everything gets blamed on the devil. So Did I answer that? I think I went in 2 or 3 different directions with that one. Is everybody still there? Did everybody just leave? We're not listening to you anymore. Participants. Where's Katie at tonight? I ain't seen her on. Somebody invite Katie. How did I do that last time? What is this? Y'all give me a second. I didn't know I could do this. I'm going to Facebook. Oh, if I sign in. Okay, yeah, don't do that. Sorry. Yeah, someone invite Katie, if you don't mind. I did it. I can't remember how. Y'all talk to me. Are you there? Nobody's saying anything. John says, Johnny, rosin up your bow and play your fiddle hard because the hills rode to Georgia and the devil deals the cards. There you go. I love that song. Another great guy, too. I've met him, too. Charlie Daniels. He's a great guy. Send her message. Okay, thank you, Tom. She's usually on every weekend. I don't know what happened. I hope everything's okay with her. Last time I talked to her dad wasn't doing so great. So let's go ahead and post this. Anybody got any more questions? Y'all talk to me. It's your night tonight, remember? Y'all do this every time I have open mic night. Y'all never talk, except for John. John won't shut up. Never want you to shut up. John's my bra. Although I'm still a little angry at John. He could have told me about this whole expo thing. Then again, I'm glad he didn't because I would have not been able to keep my mouth shut about the whole autograph thing and picture taking thing. I would have said something to the Hulk. I would have said something to the Incredible Hulk. I don't care. He could have smashed the table and threw me across the room. Of course, old Lou Ferrignol's not what he used to be. So, met him at men's conference in Birmingham. Charlie Daniels, he is a super great guy. I got to sit down with him a couple of times at June Jam. I used to work June Jam. I got to sit down with him a few times at June Jam. He is a super, super great guy. There it is. I can tell they're on here. So Tom Messenger, and so did I. So, um, he may still be on here. Barry, are you still on with us? What just happened? My computer went blank. Am I still here, guys? Y'all still see me? No, Lou Ferrigno can still kick some ass. I'm sure he can, but I would still said something. Okay, good. Screen just went back to my desktop, and then it popped back up to this. So I wanted to make sure I was still on. Thank you guys. I guess Barry's not here anymore. I know what I was going to do. I was going to put that address up. Let's get that address real quick. I just have to click it, don't I? There we go. Ever see a woman in white? No, but I saw a woman in red. We have the picture on our Facebook, CAPI Facebook page of Our Lady woman in red. So let's put that on our CAPI page too, because I did forget to do that. So now that we're sitting here talking about it, I need to do it. I hate spell check. It never does what I want it to do. It always spells the wrong word. Hey, Katie. There she is. She's with us. Yeah, it is kind of interesting, but it's the woman in white is kind of like the uh, Get Out EVP. You know, I mean, just everybody thinks about when they think about ghosts, they think about Get Out. You know, uh, and then whenever they think about a ghost, seeing a ghost, it's always a woman in white. So I mean, it kind of goes hand in hand with it, you know. Have you guys ever? Anybody heard of missing 411? Y'all there? I hate this freaking spell check crap. March 16th at 5 p.m., right? Instead of 6 p.m. Urban legend or real paranormal. Greetings, Katie. Let's play a game. Urban legend or real paranormal? No, the real thing. I think it's kind of climbed out of the urban legend category though, John. In recent years, since 2005, I think it's kind of, especially since 2015, it's kind of climbed out of the urban legend thing. It's too much factual evidence now. Excuse me. Has anybody heard of it? Missing 411. What was that, guys? 53? Yeah, there it is. Hold on, guys. I'm going to get back into it. Let me get. If anybody doesn't know where the San Marcos and Wetumpka is, I just posted it on here, and I'm putting it on our CAPI page. So if you don't know where it's at, just put it in your GPS. I promise you it'll take you right to it. It's right there on 231. Can't miss it. It's a big building. I think it's an old Quincy's, as a matter of fact. That's what it looks like, is an old Quincy's. And I just posted it on our CAPI page. And I'll also put that post later on onto my personal page. You guys get on there and share it for me if you would. But saw a few videos about it. Okay, I just watched last night. You can actually rent it on YouTube. I don't think it's like $4 or something like that. Super cheap. You can rent it off of there. It's called Missing 411, and it's a documentary that they did. The documentary is not as good as I thought it was going to be. It touches on a lot of on 3 or 4 of the kids that have been abducted. But for you guys that do not, I think anybody said they didn't see it. Yeah, Katie says she's never heard of it, but I guess a lot of people haven't, because the only one said anything was John about hearing some videos about it. You guys kind of get into the whole Missing 411 for 2 reasons. One, if you like to camp like we do, you need to know about the Missing 411, because it's worldwide. It's not just in America or Canada. It's all over the world, and there's nowhere in America that it hasn't touched. No park that it hasn't touched in America. So there's like, I think last count was 1,680 cases for the Missing 411. But what it is people that goes missing in our national parks, some 400 a year. And it's very interesting. 400 a year fall into the Missing 411 category. I think it's over 1,000 a year that go missing, but people are found, or their bodies are found in a different way. But people have been found with a Missing 411, and they never have a memory of it. When these people go, that's quite the drive. What's quite the drive? Oh, for you to come to the thing. It doesn't matter, Katie. You can do it. We have faith in you. You can do it. I know that's impossible for you right now. You've been going like chicken with their head cut off here lately. I know, traveling and all that. So yeah, it's impossible. It's not the only one we're going to do though, Katie. You can come to another one. Plus, you can come to the investigation if we ever have one. Remember, buy some merch, people. Buy that merch. We will have our stuff. We'll get investigations. We'll do more classes. We'll do a whole bunch of stuff. Better sets. I have a studio. Just buy the friggin' merch. 100% of the merch money goes right back into CAPI. None of it goes to pay my light bill. I wish it did. My light bill's a lot. But the missing 411 is people who have gone missing under certain circumstances in our national parks. And government is very, I don't know, they won't help with it. They won't help in any way. They say that they don't keep records. When they do send military assistance, there was a situation where they sent Green Berets in to search for a kid, and they didn't find them, but they were ordered not to talk to anyone. They were ordered. No, you didn't miss it, Katie. But I'm glad you asked that. You're right. I should have started off with that, and I don't think I did. I don't think I explained that. We were going to do the out of body experience talk tonight, but I didn't get a chance to finish the research on it, so I'm going to do it next week. So thank you for asking that question, Katie. I'm sorry, you guys. I didn't work a whole bunch this week. Tax week for me is a bad time. Tax week for me is a bad time because people get money, and people that don't usually pay their bills, when they get their tax refunds in, they pay their bills. And so unfortunately for me, that's bad when people pay their bills, because I'm the one that goes after you when you don't pay your bills, when it goes to court. So I'm the one that goes to you and tells you, I hand you the paperwork that says you got to go to court, or you're getting sued, or you're being evicted, or you're getting your wages garnished, or stuff like that. So yeah, tax season for me is a kind of a bad time. So I didn't get to work a whole bunch this week. I've been home like just after dark every night, which is really unusual for me. And a couple of days I didn't even work at all. So it's a slow time for me. But don't feel sorry for me. Promise you, I'm good. I got money, and I got to spend a lot of time with my baby girl and the other kids too, with the family in general. I got to spend a lot of time at home, so it's been really nice. And it's been 3 years since I've got to spend this much time at home. So this has been a rough tax season as far as my job goes, but it's been a great season because I've got to spend a lot of great time with my family. And that, guys, if you work a lot, if you're a workaholic, God bless you. There's nothing wrong with that. Work and do what you got to do. Pay your bills. Provide for your family. We do stuff like this so that we can have fun. We're going June 1st through the 8th to the beach this time. We've done the mountains. We're going to take a week off in June and go to the 1st of June and go to Grand Bay, I believe it is, and spend a week down there. So that's why we work so hard, so we can do stuff like that. And so, and you guys tell me congratulations, because the 6th, which was just the other day, was that Tuesday or Wednesday? I don't know. But the 6th was my 8th wedding anniversary. I got Michelle a cool ring. Really, really cool ring for her and our 8th anniversary. She loves pearls, and I got her a real pearl diamond. And it was a yellow gold ring, but she doesn't like yellow gold for some reason. She likes silver or the white gold. So not only did I get her a 24 karat gold, I don't know how many diamonds is in there, and it was an expensive ring. It's a very expensive ring. I had to pay on this ring, but I got it for her, and I know she doesn't like yellow gold, so I had it dipped in 24 karat white gold. So now it's even more goldier than it was. So it's really cool. But yeah, that's why we work. And if you're a workaholic like me, do your thing. Kick your butt every day. Work, work, work. That's what I do. I work my ass off every day. There's times I come home and I feel like crying. But guys, at the end of the day, spend some time with your family too. Don't just work all the time. You got to be able to enjoy that work too. So take some time off. But sorry, I don't know why I got off into all that. But that's why I didn't do the out of body experience. I'm sorry, because I had no excuse. I should have had plenty of time to do the research. Because like I said, I've been at home this past week a lot, but I should have had time. But I've been just enjoying it. I've been just familying it up big time. So. Okay, let's see. Get on those comments. They remove people whom are found to have been killed in murders, suicide, and natural circumstances. Yeah, because they never can find a reason for the missing 411 people. There's hardly ever a reason for a death. They can't find any evidence to give reason, even autopsies. Guys, dogs that are trained to go in and get a small amount of a scent of someone, and then they can track them for miles, and then that's all they do. They're rescue dogs. They go in on these cases, and these dogs will walk around in a circle, whimper, and lay down. It's crazy. You guys do some research. You will not regret it. I promise you. You can watch the documentary. It's on YouTube. You can get it for like $4, I think. It's good show. It's good documentary. It kind of gets you acclimated to the whole missing 411 thing. But the only disappointment I had in that, David Pilatus did that. He kind of built that documentary up, built it up. And I was like super excited to see it. And then when I saw it, I was kind of disappointed because all it did was like 3 or 4 cases of the little kids, like little, like 2 and 3 and 4. And I think there was a 10-year-old on there that went missing, or 11, something like that. But there's so many cases. He's got books out on the subject. I'm going to order all of his books. I'm going to get I'm going to order the DVD whenever it comes out. I'm going to visit some of the parks and then go into some of these areas that these people come up missing in. Guys, these people have come up missing like standing next to their parents. Like little kids have come missing just literally standing next to their parents. And then, they look it up out of the stream and say, look at the stream, and look back and the kid's gone. Literally. I'm not exaggerating. People have gone missing when someone turned around and then turned back to them, and then they're gone with a trace. Very seldom there's anything ever found. And if something is found, they had one where the kid's body was found. They had a team come in for weeks, for months. People, over 1,000 people hit this area for months, and went back and forth and through creeks and everywhere. And later on, years later, they found the body of this child. He was like 3 or 4 years old, 2 or 3, I think. But they found his body laying on a log in plain sight, where people had been through hundreds of times. There was no way that body was there when they were searching, because they had the people that were going into this area to search had to cross that log to get into the area to search. This log that lay across the path. People had to cross it to get into this area, and there's no way he was there. People are in the water. They'll go missing and they're gone for 2-3 weeks. And then their bodies will be found in the water. Coroners will look at it and say, there's no way this person was in the water for 2 or 3 weeks. There's no way. This person died 2 or 3 days ago. There was a case where a girl was going to pick her friend up. He didn't know where he was at. He was supposed to be meeting her, and he got lost. And he called her on his phone, and he said, hey, I'm here on, I'm going to make up a street name, but it's not the actual street name because I can't remember the actual street name, but I'm here on 10th Avenue. But I don't know where I'm at. And someone in the background, she heard someone in the background say, you're at 99 10th Avenue Southwest. And so he says, okay, I'm at 99 10th Avenue Southwest. She says, oh, okay, well, I'm coming up on that right now. Like, he was right here. She's coming up on the road next to the building on that block. And she stops at the stop sign right here. And they're talking. And he says, well, I'm in front of this building right here. And she says, okay. So she turns, and he says, I think my phone's fixing to die, though. That was the last words he was ever heard to say, was, I think my phone's about to die. And she gets there, and he says, I think, as she's turning, he says, I think my phone's about to die. And the phone died when he said that. And so she says, okay, well, his phone died. So she stops in the middle of the road and blows the horn and doesn't see him anywhere. So she pulls and parks, and she gets out. For over an hour, she just scours this entire block, 2 blocks, 3 blocks, looking for him. Can't find him. Called the police. Police said, well, you got to wait 24 hours, which I think is the stupidest friggin' law in the world. I still don't get it. Oh well, yeah, because if they're adults, you got to wait 24 hours because they just might be out for a walk or they may be dying somewhere. I think that 24-hour thing is ignorant and stupid. I've never agreed with it. I didn't agree with it when I was in law enforcement. I don't agree with it now. It's stupid and ignorant for that 24-hour thing. Y'all, they used to say that for kids too. There was a time whenever if your 5-year-old went missing, excuse me, you would call, and some places would say up to 24 hours. They'd say, well, your child has to be gone for at least 24 hours. And some places would say it has to be at least 12 hours or 8 hours. And because they thought that would give the parent time to find them. No, that just gives the abductor time to get away. So finally they got smart and said, okay, we're getting on kids right away. Well, get on adults right away too, you friggin' moron. Anyway, she gets out and calls the police after an hour of searching for this guy and says, this is not like him. And they say, you got to wait 24 hours. So she waited 24 hours and called him back and said, hey, I still don't know where he's at. And so they did this whole big search and rescue thing for him and couldn't find him. He was found in a lake like 3 weeks later with articles of his clothing gone. And they said that he'd only been dead for a few days. And so it's just weird. You guys get into it. I've gotten into it on the past couple of weeks, and it's a really good read. It really is. I love camping, but that must be why I'm always afraid. Avoided state parks. Never heard of 411 either, so I need to check it out. Yes, please do. You guys, it is paranormal because of some of the happenings there and happenstance of it. So yeah, you guys check it out. Congratulations, Minnie. Oh, thank you, Katie. I bought Kylie and I some also tickets for the Pink concert. Cool. I'd love to go see Pink. I've never seen her in concert. On the 21st, just a mother-daughter date. Not sure who's more excited. Our seats are amazing. That's cool. She's going to love that, man. That's cool. And it's cool that you love it too. You guys can experience that. That's awesome. And he was found on one of the main trails. Yeah. It's like I said, people had to cross that log to get to the area to search for him, to start searching for the kid. And he was on the log just a couple weeks later. So yeah, he was placed there. Is it always state parks, not just campgrounds? Yeah, it's the missing 411 is always near state parks, not going missing on those. There was one that went missing at a military base. The guy that was in front of the store on 10th Avenue that I just got through talking about. He wasn't on a park. But there are a lot of times they're always near a state park, on or near a state park. There's always a weather anomaly before, during, or after the disappearance. That's very anomaly. So it's very unusual. It doesn't usually happen. They can't be tracked by dogs or man. A large number of the cases are male. There are some females. A large number of the cases were missing their shoes. A shoe was found. A pair of shoes were actually found. A pair of pants. A shirt. This was a 3-year-old whose dad let him go with some friends to a hike. And they're going hiking. The dad didn't go. He let the friends take his son and daughter and a bunch of other people, and they went hiking somewhere. And so they told the dad they were going to this certain place to go hiking on a medium scale hiking trail, and ended up going 15 miles further than what they were supposed to for some reason. I don't think it ever said why, but they went to another trail 15 miles further than that one. And it was a little bit harder of a trail. The 3-year-old boy was with one of the hikers in the group and 2 other people. And they were kind of falling behind. They were slower than the other people. So there was a few people about 30 yards ahead of them around a bend. The little boy runs from the lady that he was walking with to catch up with the group around the bend. When the lady got around the bend, she didn't see him anymore. He was just gone like that. She said it was just a matter of moments that he went around the bend. She hollered. The people came back. The people in front said he never made it to us. He never got up here. So he's got to be somewhere between here and here on either side of the trail. So they all spanned it out and went looking for him for a long, long time. Couldn't find him. Went back to the house, told the dad. The dad, of course, freaked out, asked him where they were at. They told him. He jumped in his truck and went up there. They called the SAM unit. And they went out. They got a SAR unit out. Everybody goes out and starts searching for this kid. Couldn't find him. Several weeks go by. And actually several months go by. And actually, I think it was like over a year. And two guys that were also hiking in that area come across this thing in this ravine that had been searched thoroughly by thousands of people. Y'all know what happens whenever a mom or a dad calls and says, my 3-year-old son or daughter is gone. I can't find them. People friggin' call in sick to work. People drop everything in their lives to go find this child. Y'all know that. I've seen it. When I was with Rescue down in Dallas County, we'd get a call for a missing child. People would leave their jobs, would get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and throw a pair of boots, a pants, and his jacket over them and hit the woods. I've gone through the woods for hours, get called at 2 o'clock in the morning for a missing child that just walked out the back door and went into the woods and gone out and searched for days. They used to have to come get us. They'd say, hey, you got to come eat. We're ordering you to stop looking and come, because we wouldn't stop looking until we found them. A lot of times we did find ours, thank goodness. But sometimes we didn't, though, unfortunately. And sometimes we did find them deceased, too. But people just went crazy when they said this 3-year-old kid's gone. And so they went looking for him and everything. And then like a year or so later, two guys were hiking through this ravine that had been checked thoroughly. And they saw something and went up to it. And it was just a pair of pants, the shirt, some bone fragments, and a pair of shoes. This one was in that documentary, guys. The pair of shoes that they found were pristine. They were white tennis shoes, and they were beautiful. There was no marks on them or anything. What the searchers and the sheriff and members of the SAR team concluded is that whenever the kid went around the corner, a mountain lion jumped out and grabbed him by his left shoulder and drug him off. And of course, mountain lions, if you don't know, whenever they grab something, they're creatures of opportunity. They could just get through eating an elk or deer, and then they would go and if they're on their way back and they see food, like this little boy walking around the trail by himself, and they look around, ain't nobody around. They say, hey, he looks pretty tasty. They go down and grab him. They won't eat him right away if they're not hungry, or if they don't have a cub to take it back to, or a few cubs to take it back to. They don't have a litter to take it back to. They'll just take it and bury it. And then with all the activity going on for people searching, that cat's going to hightail it and then come back. And they know exactly where they buried it at. They can come back and get it. And so that's what they said happened, was the cat jumped down, probably grabbed the kid. Excuse me. And I had pizza tonight. Yeah, burps. But grabbed the kid and took off with him. And then buried him and then, dug him up later and ate him. But and they concluded this because one of the pants legs on the pants that they found was gone. And they said they probably ripped the pants were sent to forensics. All the clothes were sent to forensics and everything like that. I don't think I have a shoe. I do not. But All the clothes were sent to forensics. There was no blood on there, no scar tissue or skin tissue, no saliva, no DNA or hair from a cat or any other type of animal, because some of them even hypothesized that it was an eagle, because an eagle can pick up to 38 pounds. A large eagle can fly with 38 pounds. So they said the kid weighed like 28 pounds, 27 pounds. So they said, yeah, they definitely could have been an eagle or a large hawk or something like that. So um, there was no evidence of any animals on his clothing or anything like that. They found his skull cap, not a skull cap like you put on, but his literal the cap of his skull. So they know he definitely is deceased. The father has it too. That's it. He said that's all I have left of him. Um, the shoes that he was wearing, that's what got me, and that's what the father was saying too. He said if a cat would have grabbed my son by the shoulder and picked him up and then went running with him, and he had the actual pair of shoes the kid was wearing that was found, and the shoes still years after being in this bag still looked like brand new shoes. It looked like a kid had bought someone had bought a kid a pair of shoes and he wore them for a day. That's it. There was a little dirt on the sides. The shoestrings wasn't quite white anymore. But on the tip of the shoes, there was no scuff marks, no dirt, no discoloration, nothing. And on the very back of the shoes, there was no scuffs. None. He said if a cat, and I tend to agree with him, and on the sides of the shoes, the soles were still solid. There was no cuts in the side of the shoes. There was no scrapes on the side of the shoes. It was all still, it looked like a pair of shoes a kid had worn for a day. An active kid had worn for a day. And that's it. The father said if a cat would have picked him up and drug him, through these woods, the kid was found 5 miles by the way of the crow, but 12 miles walking. His body was found 12, what was left of his body was found 12 miles through rough terrain. This kid did not walk. This is a 3-year-old kid. He did not walk 12 miles uphill at a 2,000-foot elevation. I mean, it just didn't. And then 12 miles up to that, it's just, come on. That's just stupid. But I don't want to get too far off in this. I think I already have. I'm going to read your comments. But get the research on this missing 411. You will not regret it. It's an eye opener. There is something going on there with the Park Service because they don't want people to know. I don't buy that they're not telling people about it so that people will keep coming to the park, to the campgrounds. I don't buy that because it's way too. If there was a few hundred people, I would say, okay, yeah, the Park Service is saying this doesn't happen, or they're saying that they don't have records or anything like that, so that people won't stop. They don't want to scare people because then no one's going to come to the parks anymore. We're talking in the 16 to 1800 range of people that fall into this category. So you guys check it out. It's really interesting. And some of them even have lights in the sky. See, John said Bigfoot got them. There is a theory that that's what's happening, is that Sasquatch is snatching people for food as a food source. I don't really agree with that one. David Pilatus, the guy that's doing all the research and all the books and everything on this, says he doesn't think that's what's going on either. He also says he doesn't think there's aliens involved, although there has been some alien-like incidences. I won't ruin that for you guys. Lights in the sky and a predator type thing going on there. But you guys just get to studying the. You guys will not regret doing your research on this. It's one of those research topics that'll grab you and hold you, and you'll be like really wanting to learn more and more and more. I listen to it all the time on the radio. I'll program my phone to YouTube and listen to his coast to coast recordings, his coast to coast AM recordings. I'll listen to his blogs that he puts out. He's a vlogger on YouTube. and I listen to them constantly. It's a really, really good subject to get on if you're into that. And it's really not conspiracy theory anymore. It started out that way, um, but it's conspiracy theories are stuff. Like I think the funniest one that I've heard lately is that Katy Perry is John Benet Ramsey. Have y'all heard that one? That Katy Perry is John Benet Ramsey grown up. Have y'all heard that she wasn't killed? That was a whole cover up to cover up the kidnapping. That she wasn't really murdered in the basement of her family's home. That she survived and she grew up and now she's Katy Perry. I think that's funny. But there's a lot of conspiracy theories out there, and that's just what they are. They're those aluminum foil hat wearing guys. That come up with these crazy off the wall ideas. Because Alex Jones said so, that all the frogs are turning gay, and that the frog population is going to be gone in a few years because they're all turning gay. I heard that one too. That's another Alex Jones thing, and that they're trying to put supplements in our food so that we'll be gay, so that they can phase out the humans as well. So, yeah, kind of crazy. But this is not a conspiracy theory anymore. There's too many facts. There's too many provable facts with this one. So you guys really get into it. Let's see. I would never let my 3-year-old go with another family. I would need to go. Yeah, me neither. But, some people are trusting. Please don't know your kids like people don't know your kids like you do. I agree with you 100%. I wouldn't either, but some people do. It's not funny. I agree, John, but it is kind of. There's nothing wrong with you saying Bigfoot got him. I mean, because that's one of the hypotheses on this case. So, sadly, it's not the same for senior citizens. Yeah, there's a lot of senior citizens in the missing 411. There's a lot of older people. As a matter of fact, when it comes to adults, they tend to be in very good shape, extremely intelligent. Like doctors and professors and physicists and stuff like that. So when it comes to adults on that, they tend to be extremely intelligent and older, but extremely fit as well. Still doesn't answer the clean shoes. Right. That's what I was talking about. Thank you, Tom. A friend of mine's uncle disappeared, and it was over a year before he was found. Yeah, you can get in the woods and get in there somewhere and get hid in there and either drugged by an animal or you get shelter and get hidden so much to where they just can't find you. I agree with that. Can I share the videos I saw to the CAPI Facebook page? Absolutely, John. Yes, please do. Never heard that. Never heard what? The Katy Perry thing and the John Bonet. It's like the kid stepped into the never, never and then died and reappeared. Yeah. A lot of those cases turn out like that. It's crazy. I will never be gay. I'm just saying. Katie says she's pretty positive she'll never be gay. Because Alex Jones said they're putting supplements in your food that's going to make you gay, Katie. So just get over it. Get with the plan. Okay. Don't be a naysayer, Katie. All right. Just embrace it and go with it. Okay. Because if you don't get on board, then you're just one of those Alex Jones conspiracy theory nerds wearing aluminum foil hats. Okay. So just kiss a girl and like it. Okay. God, Katie. Tom says, me either, Katie. Tom, find you a man. Just go with it, y'all. Hey, Melissa. I have a cousin that disappeared at 3 and was never found. He was on a milk carton years ago. Oh, 3 years old. My late wife, her cousin went missing and we never found her either. But to this day, we think that I think her boyfriend, he went to jail for her murder. I think he confessed to it, but they never did find her though. My husband may have a problem with me being gay. Your husband will be gay too, so it's okay. He won't have a problem with it. He'll be gay too. Alex Jones said so. And Alex Jones, if he said it, then it's true. Get over it. So yeah, your husband, Nathan, will be gay, is just as gay as you are. So he won't mind that you're gay. He won't care. Why would he? He doesn't want you anymore. He wants Kevin, not Katie. And you want Natalie, not Nathan. So everybody's going to be gay, and then the whole population's just going to die. So it started with the frogs, and now it's us. Some of those conspiracy theories are way out there, y'all. I mean, out there. You can listen to Alex Jones for about 2 minutes, and finally, if you've got a brain in your head, you'll say, "This guy is certifiable." He really is too. He wants Johnny. Who wants Johnny? Tom, Nathan, or Alex Jones? Nathan may have a problem being gay too. There is no frog out there that will make him kiss another man. No, they experimented with the frogs. The frogs aren't making them happy. It's not. The whole conspiracy theory on that goes is they experimented with frogs and it worked. And now all the frogs are gay and their population's dying out, which we are having a huge decline in population of frogs. But I think that's because of chemicals, not because they turned them gay. But they said since they figured out how to do it with the frogs, now they're doing it on us and that they're turning us gay. What in the world did I come into? Melissa says, what in the world did I come into? Right, Melissa? Your husband would love it. Then he would have 2 women. Just kidding, Katie. All 3. Oh, all 3 want Johnny. Nathan, Tom, and Alex Jones want Johnny. All righty. Well, at least I won't, excuse me, I won't be lonely. Well, my 2 male dogs bump each other all the time. Our cats were doing that too. When one would go into heat, they would try to bump on the other females. You didn't have to clarify, Katie. We knew what you meant by bump. The whole clarification wasn't necessary. I don't think anybody on here is saying, what is he talking about? Bump each other. What does that mean? I think everybody pretty much knew. I kissed a frog and I liked it. Alex Jones. Y'all listen to him sometimes. Pull him up on YouTube. It's funny as crap, some of the stuff he comes up with. He can be hailing a cab. I'm not kidding. Y'all watch him if you don't believe me. This man can be hailing a cab. And if the cab doesn't stop, he will turn to the camera and say, see? How's he? He's got that weird, see? That's what they're doing. See, that cab could have stopped for me, but it didn't stop for me. It's the Illuminati. It's Hillary Clinton. And it's the liberals. They got it out for me. They know where I'm going. They know what I got to do. They didn't stop for me. They knew. They radioed into that cabbie and they said, that's Alex Jones, because they got eyes everywhere. There's cameras, there's satellites, and they're always pointed on me. And that's what I'm seeing. That's what's happening here. I'm not kidding y'all. If y'all think I'm exaggerating, go. And you will see. This man is nuts. So are you doing the meet and greet? Yes, we are definitely doing the meet and greet. Melissa, apparently we are becoming lesbians together. That's what you came into. We love the Illuminati.
Figured out the Willie Nelson trick.
Did you really?
I've done it 3 times now.
Awesome. I want to see it when I get done. We love the Illuminati. Well, Katie, let's do this. Yes, Melissa. Melissa was a little too easy to talk into that, Katie. You better be careful. Katie just said, Melissa, apparently we are becoming lesbians together. That's what you came into. And then Melissa, as soon as she said that, Melissa comes back and says, "Well, Katie, let's do this." That's cool. She didn't. There was no thinking about that or anything. Melissa, I need lots of drugs and alcohol. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie to you. There's no amount of drugs and alcohol that will make me kiss John. None. Will you do a stream about the Black Eyed Kids one week? Yeah, absolutely. Let's do that week after next. Remind me. Laughing my ass off. I got secrets. Keep them to yourself. Let them remain secret. John says, nope. John's a good looking guy, y'all, but I've never looked at him and said, Alex Jones might be right. I'd like to kiss this guy. Never. This convo went south quick. Yes, it did. No pun intended. This convo went south quick. No pun intended. Y'all don't know if we need to meet and greet. Melissa, you asked before we got off onto this little morbid tantrum. Yes, we are doing the meet and greet. It is next Saturday, the 16th at 5 a.m. 5 a.m. Not 5 a.m. At 5 p.m. at San Marcos in Wetumpka. I've gotten reservations for 15. We can have more or less. It doesn't matter. But because it was so many people, they wouldn't let me make it at 6. They said I had to make it at 5. That doesn't make any sense to me either, but that's what they said. So they have the keys to the place, so I guess we kind of got to go what they say. But yes, we are doing the meet and greet next Saturday at 5 p.m. at San Marcos in Wetumpka. The address was posted on here, and it is right now on our page, the CAPI page. Melissa, I think we'd get into a lot of trouble if I was able to be at the meet and greet with y'all. Yeah, right? Meet up at San Marcos in Wetumpka, Alabama at 6 p.m. You're still saying 6. It's at 5. 5 p.m., not 6 p.m. John, it's at 5. Yeah, 5 p.m. But you can get there at 6. It's been 6 the whole time we've been planning it. I had to change it to 5 for the sake of the reservations. I think they already had a party at 6 o'clock. I guess they want that hour. They may think we're going to come in here and eat an hour and then leave, but they're seriously mistaken. Because I'm going to come in here and eat. And I'll probably drink a few cervezas while I'm eating. And then I'll probably drink. I'll have a designated driver with me. So I might have a few. I haven't had a few in a while. I had a couple shots a couple weeks ago, but that's it. I haven't had a drink in a while. So next Saturday's my night to get my drunk on. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to get drunk. I never get drunk. When I do get drunk, I'm a funny drunk. But I'm the funny drunk that embarrasses the crap out of himself. And he has to call people and apologize the next day or a couple of days. Give him time to calm down. But yeah, I'm an obnoxiously funny drunk. So I'm that guy that wants to party when I get drunk, and I want everybody to party with me at my level. And no one wants to go to my level. So, and I can drink a lot of alcohol. I really can. I can drink a lot of alcohol. I'll be opening the transtemporal portal at 4:30 p.m. Awesome. Yep, we will all be there. I'm going to probably be there sometime between 4:30 and 5. I don't know yet. Depends on how that day's going and what's happening. The CAPI Live will still go the next day. All right, we're going to talk about out-of-body experiences. Now we couldn't do it this week. We're going to do that next week. And then after that, we're going to do the Black Eyed Kids. I want to FaceTime with y'all. Absolutely. Yeah, we already said that. Remember, I wasn't playing. We're gonna do that. I swear. You and Veronica both. We're gonna FaceTime with you guys. Like Cassandra can probably FaceTime with you, and then I can FaceTime with Veronica, or vice versa, or whoever's got the most powerful phone. I don't know if San Marcos has Wi-Fi, so I'll have to use my phone. I can't use my tablet because I have to have Wi-Fi for my tablet. But my phone, I can just use data. I got unlimited of that, so I can FaceTime with you, Katie, or Veronica, whoever. It doesn't matter. And tequila does create out-of-body experiences. You're right, Tom. Okay, don't forget about us. We won't forget about you, Katie. You know I'm not going to forget about you, Katie. I can't forget you. We're going to take you on our out-of-body experience. Katie, you need to get a bottle of, you don't drink tequila. You told me what you drink one time. What do you drink? I can't remember. You need to get some sort of alcohol while we FaceTime you, and that way you can drink with us. You become the worm. That's right. Usually the tequila with the worm is not the good tequila. It's usually the bad tequila. I don't even call that tequila. I call it kerosene. I wished I had some more of that dark, that Cuervo dark. You can't buy in the States. Or I wished I could go to Cozumel between now and then and get it. Oh, that'd be fun. There's a lot of karaoke places. There's a lot of them down here. And I'm sure Birmingham has a lot too. But yeah, we'll find a karaoke place one night too. Absolutely. This isn't going to be a one-time thing, guys. We're going to do this every chance we get. I want to do some cookouts. If anybody has a yard big enough for all of us. I don't. Tito's vodka. That's right. Yeah. Get you some vodka. Get you a bottle of Tito's. And then that way you can drink with us. Because we're certainly going to FaceTime you and Veronica both. So we want you guys there with us. And it sucks that you can't be, so that we'll do the next best thing. You can have your drinks, and we'll FaceTime you guys. There'll be enough people there with good phones or smartphones. So Katie says, I have a huge backyard. Y'all are welcome. Hey, I'm not against that, Katie. I know you're in Texas, but I'm not against us coming there. I want to do some investigating over there. I'm not sure I get FaceTime on a smartphone. If you have a smartphone, you can do FaceTime, Cassandra. We'll show you how. If not, then maybe John can do Veronica, and I can do Katie. But if you have a smartphone, you can do FaceTime. Yard and grill. Veronica, you too? Yeah. Hey, I definitely want to do some investing. There's a lot of places in New York that I've been wanting to do, in New York City. All songs have to be paranormal related. We might have a little trouble there. There's not a whole bunch of those. Let's all go to New York. I want to go to New York, definitely. FaceTime is only on iPhones. No, it's not. Smartphone. Oh, that's Messenger that I'm thinking of. You're right, Katie. I'm sorry. FaceTime is on iPhones. I don't have an iPhone. I have a smartphone. I have a Droid. Need to rephrase what? That there's not a whole bunch of paranormal songs. There's not a whole bunch of paranormal songs, John. Y'all see Tabby in the background? Tabby. Maybe that's why he's been active, because Tabby's been in here. Midnight Montgomery's not paranormal. Come on. It's just talking about, I guess it is kind of. It's talking about Hank Williams' ghost, so I guess it could be. Veronica. Yeah, only. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Katie was right. I was wrong. I'm always right, Johnny. One of these days I will learn that, won't I? But yeah, I have to admit that I was wrong on that. It is. It's iPhone for FaceTime, so I can't FaceTime you, but I can. We can do Messenger. I can do that. Facebook has FaceTime. Yeah. Well, it has voice, the video phone. So. Well, guys, if there's no more questions tonight, I think I'm going to call it quits. As usual, I have a little work to do. I don't know what this week is going to hold. As far as my job goes, so I don't know what kind of time I'm going to have. We do have an investigation. CAPI has an investigation. Unfortunately, I can't have guests on this investigation, which sucks because I was hoping to bring some of the local people in and let them go with us on this investigation. But it is a private investigation, unfortunately, as per the client. We have to go by what the client says. If it was up to me, we'd just do it. The dude sees a ghost. Yeah, in midnight. Yeah, that's one time it talks about Hank Senior's ghost. But so yeah, it does. It is kind of paranormal, I guess, but it's not really a paranormal song, you know. I guess just as much as Ghostbusters is. So, but yeah, that was another one too. What's the one of oh, who sings it? The one that's talking about Elvis, Black Velvet. Is that the name of it? I guess that's a paranormal one because it talks about Elvis's ghost. But what was I talking about? I have no idea what I was talking about now. Y'all got me distracted onto something else. Night, night, good night, good night. It's early. Someone come up with a question quick. Katie's not ready to get off yet. You come up with some questions quick, Katie. Walking in Memphis. Yeah, that's the name of it. That's the one. Black Velvet's not like, it just talks about Elvis, doesn't it? It's not like his ghost. It's just talking about Elvis. Walking in Memphis is the one I was thinking of. I like that song, Walking in Memphis, because Elvis is alive. I'm not kidding. He is alive. He's actually right here. Let him see you, man. What? Not yet. Okay. He says you guys aren't ready. I'm sorry. Shut up. When are y'all coming to San Antonio? That's my question. I don't know. As soon as we can. When merch starts selling, that's what I'm saying. I want to do stuff like that. I want to go to San Antonio. I want to do some investigations. I want to go to, I want to do live investigations in all over the place, everywhere. New York. I want to do some live investigations in Gettysburg, stuff like that. I want to do all that stuff. But that's why we started the whole, because you guys, you just don't know. When Johnny has officially lost it, I have not. Elvis is right here. They don't believe me, man. They think I'm crazy now. You got to come now. Where are you going? Come back. Jerk. He's still a prima donna, you know, big time. That's when I want to do stuff like that. I want to pack up and everybody go to San Antonio. but it costs money to do stuff like that. So we have to get money. And y'all just don't know when it comes to money and CAPI, you do not know. The first 3.5 years of CAPI, there was no money coming into CAPI. Every dime that CAPI spent, which was a lot, it came out of my pocket. It finally got to a point to where I couldn't pay some bills because I was buying this expensive equipment. And I finally had to have a team meeting. I got the whole team together. That's back when we had a lot of people on the team too. And I said, look, I love you guys, and I'm glad that we can, do these investigations. And then we were just coming into Selma, which was at the time the biggest haunted town that we had, And CAPI had an awesome reputation. We still do, but that's when we first got our reputation in Selma. And people from everywhere wanted us to come. We had residents calling us every day. We had businesses, museums, national historic landmarks. All this stuff was calling us every day. We were doing investigations 2 and 3 a week. I'm not exaggerating either. And I had to pay for all this. And I called a team, and I said, a team meeting, and I said, guys, I got to start paying some dues. We got to do something. And it killed me. We did that for about 2 years by, people paying dues, paying. And I think it was like, it started out at like $25 a month. Because we had to get stuff paid and get stuff paid off and buy new stuff. And once we got our equipment up, it went up. We changed it from $25 a month to $50 a year, I think it was. And $50 a year. It went, and then I think we had a couples price and a single price, a family price. So we had a lot of families on the team then, and then the team got up to like 30 people, almost 30 people. I don't think it was quite 30. It was like 25, 26 people. And the first time that there was that everybody, it came about to where just about everybody on the team had to pay their yearly dues at one time. And all this money came in. It was a lot of money, for a broke team. And it was a great deal of money. And whenever I saw the amount of money it scared the hell out of me. And I said, I'll never do it again. I'll never ask money for CAPI again, because it was just so much money and I felt so bad. All the money still went into CAPI. I've never used CAPI money for anything but CAPI. It all went right into the team. And after that, I said, I'm not going to do it again. And so even now, just a few months ago, when we decided to start doing the merch, it kills me. It does. It kills me to ask people to buy stuff. I would rather make this merch and do it on my own, and just give it away. But I can't, because it costs money, unfortunately. I have to be paid for it. So, and then if we want to do stuff like this, it's got to be paid. That money's got to come from somewhere. So that's what we do. We sell the merch, but now the merch isn't selling. Everybody, at first it was selling like hotcakes, and now everybody that was willing to buy it has got it. They don't need anything else. And then everybody else decided, hey, I don't want any CAPI merch. That's fine. I mean, I'm not saying you should have it, but if you don't have at least a T-shirt and you're coming to the meet and greet, get a T-shirt. I'm not just saying that so it'll sell, because I don't make any money off T-shirts. I probably will start making a little money off T-shirts, because we're buying the equipment to do that stuff ourselves, so that we can lower the prices for you guys. But I'm doing that this coming week. I'm buying the equipment, and Michelle's going to start doing that on our own. She's going to start doing it. We're doing anything we can to get you guys the merch at a better price. So we'll be doing that soon. Doing our own stuff, so we don't have to have a supplier anymore. But Yeah, and then we want to do stuff like that. I want to go to freaking San Antonio and investigate or eat ribs in Katie's backyard. But I don't want that to cost Katie anything. I don't want that to cost Tom or John or Cassandra or Veronica or Donna or Melissa or anybody anything. I want Cappy to be able to pay for that. So, and that's how we're going to do it. So that's what we got to do is sell that merch. And so y'all sell the freaking merch. Buy the merch. All right, let's see. Where are we? Let me get up with y'all's comments. Y'all probably tell me to shut up, didn't you? Or y'all coming to San Antonio? That's my question. I want to come to San Antonio, most definitely, Katie. Johnny says so. Johnny says what? Johnny has officially lost it. We can have a meet and greet barbecue pool party. We have room here for y'all to stay at our place. Yeah, Katie's got a pretty big house, y'all. We can just all go stay at Katie's house. That'll save money. We won't need a motel. See, Cassandra's in. I'm in. Absolutely. Sent you a picture. John Bowen, you sent me a picture? How about late summer? As it has to be before August. We're on vacation in August. Vacation, what's that? We're going on vacation too. By the way, you guys remember, Oreo. Stop it. Stop. Did y'all hear that? My cat just sniffed at me. We have a pitcher of water on the shelf that we use for the fish. We have 2 fish tanks, and the water has to be kept at a certain room temperature. So instead of getting it out of the faucet every time and getting it warmed up and having the fish in a bowl or a bag, we room temperature water. And she's over there drinking the freaking water that goes in the fish tank. And I told her to stop, and I said, Oreo, stop. And she looked at me again. She knows her name. She looked at me and went, Psst. I don't know if y'all could hear that or not, but she went, Psst, and then put her head back in the water and started drinking. Little crappy thing. Yeah, you guys remember we're going on vacation, myself and my family, June 1st. What is that going to affect? I'm sure I'll tell you guys again between now and then, but I just want y'all to know that we won't have a show. Oh, wow, that's not that long, man. It is March 10th. March the 11th. Yeah, March is halfway through. April, May, June, and it's June 1st. So it'll be the 2nd. It's the 2nd through the 8th. I'll be coming back the 9th. All right, the 2nd, June 2nd and June 9th, there will be no CAPI Live. Those 2 Sundays, there'll be no CAPI Live. June 2nd and June 9th. Y'all put that in your calendars. June 2nd and June 9th. The last show before that will be May 26th, and the next show will be June 16th. So there'll be no show June 2nd and June 9th, 2019. This coming June. Because the vacation is the 1st through the 8th, we'll be coming back early on the 9th. Yeah, so I won't be in any shape to. I'll be driving all that way back. We're going to Grand Bay, which is not far from. Y'all, I told you that Elvis is still alive. You don't believe me? Here's a picture of the King and John. I told y'all he's still alive. Y'all don't listen to me. He was just here, but he had to leave because I was picking on him, trying to get him to come out. You don't believe me? All right, let's see. I don't mind paying at all. You know that. We'll be there. Will there be merch to buy at the meet and greet? Yes, John, we'll have some merch at the meet and greet, and we can take orders too. Thank you for asking that. Yes, I'll have some at the meet and greet. I don't mind paying at all. You know that. I know you don't, Katie. And you're already providing people a place to go when we go to Texas. And I'm not saying that just to say that either. I want us to do that as a group. I want us to go to Katie's, just like I want us to go to Veronica's. I know what you can buy to do your own shirts. The machine is like $300. I forgot what it's called. It's called a Cricut but I will let you know, and you can look at it. You can do cups and things with this too. I know Veronica already found it. Thank you though. We're purchasing it Tuesday. We're fixing to buy the machine. I heard it. You heard what, John? Oh, you heard the cat sniffing at me. She went. Psst. At least the cat isn't eating the fish, right? There's no fish in there. It's just the water for him. I think it's time to do the water tomorrow. It's time to do our tanks tomorrow. So we've got this huge pitcher of water for the tanks. At least the cat isn't. Well, that's just unacceptable. Katie, you host. That's right, Katie. You're the host. At a karaoke bar. Check Cassandra. Cassandra will talk about our plans for the trip to San Antonio. There you go. Yep. I want us to do that, definitely. But yes, thank you for asking. I didn't think about that. There will be merch available at the meet and greet. We will have t-shirts and everything that we do will be, not everything. I don't think we'll have the pajamas or the long sleeves or the polos won't be there. I think everything else will be there. Yeah. But you can order anything. There's probably not much you guys can come up with that I can't get. So just let me know. We can have karaoke at the barbecue pool party here in San Antonio. There you go. Everybody bringing their significant others. Cassandra, yes. You talking about the meet and greet? Or to the San Antonio? We're not even talking about San Antonio yet. Or not doing San Antonio yet. Don't forget the yoga pants. That's right, Katie. I'm sorry. I forgot yoga pants. We can get yoga pants too, but I won't have those at the meet and greet. Yes, you can bring your significant others. You can even bring your kids if you want to, Cassandra, all your boys. You can bring your dogs. I don't care who you bring. Bring your next door neighbor, Joe, if you want. How cool would it be if she really does have a next door neighbor named Joe? Do you have a next door neighbor named Joe? If you do, I'm going to be like a psychic. Y'all, what do you think about my mustache? Y'all like my mustache? Somebody said I look like a biker on here the other week. Here's what I'm thinking about doing. Y'all give me your opinion. And be honest. If you think I'm stupid, say so. CAPI on the left cheek, PI on the CA on the left cheek, PI. Yeah, we can do like skinny shorts like that. My husband's name is Joe. Is your husband's name really Joe? For real, Cassandra? How funny is that? You're messing with me. Your husband's name is not Joe. If your husband's name really is Joe, that's crazy. Wow. Well, yes, you can bring Joe. You can bring anybody you want. I think we're bringing Dakota. I think Dakota's coming. No, Dakota's not coming. I'm sorry. She's not coming. I forgot. I'm going to drink. I don't drink in front of Dakota. I don't drink in front of my kids. Nope, you're not bringing your husband? Why not? Is Bodie coming? Who the hell are you talking about? Toby? Cody? Who is Cody? I don't know who Bodie or Cody is. But look, you guys, you tell me what you think. I'm thinking about leaving it shaved here and down here around, of course, on all up here. And then having a little stretch coming from here going up to my hairline. It's going to come down like this and then connect at the bottom of the mustache. It's going to come down like that. I'm thinking about doing that. That is so cool that his, yes, like the mustache. Thank you, Veronica. I think you should do that. Katie says, I don't think you should do that. So the Hulk Hogan, it's not the Hulk Hogan, is it? It's not what he did. John, you're crazy. I've never in my life seen Hulk Hogan like that. I think you're out of your mind. Yeah, so he didn't do that. You're talking about that, aren't you? Or he's got it long, or he's got the long mustache and then he didn't shave right here. I'm not talking about that. He was mostly like that. He was always just with the big mustache. What I'm talking about is having the same hair and everything, not a different color or anything, but it just a little stripe going up there. His was all over his face, and it actually wasn't real. That wasn't his hair. The black part wasn't his actual hair. Okay, let's see. No, I'm not kidding about the name. I don't think you should do that. Yes, Jackson Galaxy. Did y'all see that I have a great oh, and I had to get glasses. Not cool. I still think those glasses, Katie. So, y'all, Katie got glasses. If you didn't see it on Facebook, she got glasses. I think she looks good in them. Y'all go tell her if you think she was. Now, if you don't think she looks good, tell her that too. Tell her, say, no, do not wear those ever again. Be honest. I would be if she asked me and I saw them. She didn't ask me. It's like she doesn't give a crap. I don't care if you like them or not. Uh, but if I didn't like them, I would have told her. I promise you. I hope she knows that about me. If I didn't like them, I'd have said, yeah, don't wear those in public. Just do them at home. But I think she looked pretty cool. Some people can pull off glasses. Some people can't. I don't look good in glasses. You could have gotten contacts. I don't think I can wear contacts. I tried to put in fake eyes one time for a Halloween costume, and I couldn't do it. So I don't think I can do contacts either. What was you talking about, Cassandra? You said, nope, I'm not. And then you were saying, is Cody coming? Are you talking about Corey? Is that what you're saying? Possibly. You're trying out a low rise beard. That's cool. Yes, Corey. Yes, Corey is how he spells his name. Is Corey? Yes, he will be there. I've asked him, and he said yes. He and Tyler will be there at the meet and greet. Absolutely. It'll be the 16th, next Saturday, 5 o'clock. San Marcos, Wetumpka, 36092. Carter was hilarious. I brought them home, and he saw they were Gucci, and he wanted to know where his Gucci glasses were. That's too cool. Say they at the glasses place waiting on you to get a job. That's where they're at. That's Corey and Toby's ship name, Kobe. Yeah, that's what I would have told him too, Katie. You need to get a Gucci job. Where's my Gucci glasses? They at the glass place. They waiting on you to get a job. Get some Gucci money. They wait on you to get a Gucci job so you can get some Gucci money and you go pay for your Gucci glasses. That's where they're at. Say, I bring money in, so I get to spend money. You don't bring anything into this whole organization, so you get to get what I give you. That's what you get. You need to get a Gucci job. There you go. I agree. That's exactly what I would have told him too. All right, guys. It is 11:20, and obviously nobody has any more questions. My glasses are WM specials. What is that? I had a dog named Gucci. She was stolen out of our backyard. Oh my gosh. Maybe if you didn't name her Gucci, she wouldn't have been so sought after. I'm just kidding. He has Oakleys, and I've had to replace them twice already, and he think I'm going to get him Gucci. He's out of his mind. Oh, Walmart specials. I got you. Yeah, that's where I would buy my glasses too. I wouldn't have bought him the first pair of Oakleys, but if I did for some reason have a brain lapse and bought him a pair of Oakleys and he lost them, I'd be damned if he'd have got another pair. Not off my dime, he wouldn't have. But I guarantee you, he wouldn't got the first one off my dime. I promise you that. Everybody got to remember, Katie is also the person that gives their kids $20 a tooth. Yeah, or did before the tooth fairy was found out not to be real. $20 a tooth. It's like you a $20 tooth crazy too. See y'all at 5. Yes, we will see everybody at 5 o'clock. Thank you guys for another good show. We did talk a little bit about some stuff. I think we kind of got off that when everybody decided they didn't want to talk no more. Wanted to talk about the meet and greet. Everybody's excited about the meet and greet. I am too. And yes, we are definitely going to FaceTime Katie and Veronica so that they can join us. I think everybody else has said they're going to be there. I can't wait. My kids aren't spoiled at all. Whatever. Your son wants Gucci glasses, and he's had 2 pair of Oakleys, and you gave him $20 a tooth. No, they're not spoiled. No, we agree. I'm thinking about turning my voice record in my hotel room when I leave to see if I can pick up anything. Turning my voice record in my room. I think you're saying you're gonna turn on your voice recorder, right? To see if you can pick anything up. I think that's what he's trying to say. Sure, couldn't hurt. Why not? My daughter had got $2, except one time she had to have 5 pulled at once. Y'all, Dakota has no. She knows how to count money and she knows the value of money, but or she doesn't know the value of money. That's what it is. She knows if you told her to give you $1.25, she could give you $1.25, but she doesn't know the value of that $1.25. And I wished it would stay like that because she doesn't know. She would rather have 2 quarters than $10. Literally, to her, change is more valuable. She likes change because it makes noise in her purse. Now, I'll tell you what she did, then I gotta go. But this is funny as crap. She had some change that I'd given her. I collect change in a little center console of my car, and they're shiny, right? And they make noise. That's what she likes, is the noise they make in her bag, John. But yeah, you're right. They're shiny too. But she had some change. I collect change in the console of my car. Y'all, I've taken that out after a couple of weeks. And whenever I'm on the road working, I'll stop at convenience stores or go in a restaurant or go through a drive-through or whatever. And I'll take the money, the change that they give me, the bills go back in my pocket or my wallet. I very seldom keep money in my wallet. It usually goes in my pocket. And the change I always just throw in the center console. And like I've gone back a couple weeks later and there'd be 60, $70 in there, I think the last time I did it, it was 30 something dollars in there in change. I'll take it to that coin store thing and just drop it in there. And yeah, I'll take home like anywhere between 35, $50, $60, $70, whatever. But she had I'd given her some change, and she thought that was the best thing in the world. She had this big pocket full of, or pocketbook of gold, and she loves pennies, new pennies, because they look like gold. I think she thinks that new penny's worth more than a silver dollar. But she had this change, and she misplaced it. I don't know if she knows what she did with it or not. She just she don't have a clue where it's at. So she'll find it though. But my son is staying with us. He's fixing to move to Florida, and he's staying with us so he can save some money up to move to Florida. And he has some change on a table next to where he sleeps. And Dakota saw the change there, and she asked him. She said, "Bobby, did you take my money?" I see you got some change there. Did you take my money? And we all laughed, or I laughed, and I don't think anybody else really heard her. But I told her, I said, baby, you can't do that. You don't tell someone, you don't accuse someone of doing something if you don't know for a fact they did it. I was trying to explain that to her, tell her like you don't know that he did that, so you can't explain. I said, that's his money there. Just because he has change sitting there doesn't mean he took your money. And so she was kind of looking, she had this puzzled look on her face, like, well, he has change and I had change. I don't have change. He still has change. So maybe that's what happened to my change. And so I told her, I said, you don't do that. You don't accuse people of stuff like that. And I hope you don't know. And so it wasn't a long conversation about it. I just told her, don't do that. And she's like always, she just said, yes, sir. And I said, I was trying to really drill it in that you don't do that. I said, Daddy has change over here. Right over here is Daddy's change, and I have some change in the car. So does that mean I took your money? Y'all, without skipping a beat, she says, I don't know. Did you? she said, she just, right, without skipping a beat, she's like, I don't know. Did you? It floored me, man. But yeah, she's crazy. She doesn't care. We give her $1, 4 quarters, and she is ecstatic when she loses a tooth. Let's see. Carter only knows about Gucci and LV because of the school he goes to, and kids he hangs around. Oh, it's the school and the kids. Oh. So it's not you that gives him the Oakleys, right? Or the $20 per tooth. Per tooth, y'all. Oh, so it's the kids and okay. See, that was my bad. I misread that. So it was the kids, y'all. It wasn't. She didn't spoil him. She didn't buy him Gucci glasses or Oakleys. The kids at school did. She didn't give him $20 a tooth. The kids at school did. Oh man, those kids at school. They can lie about sex and have your kid thinking that sex comes from sitting on a toilet seat or kissing, and spoil them with Gucci glasses. Freaking kids. That's why I homeschool my kids. My daughter had 2 sets of teeth. We all have 2 sets of teeth, Veronica. Did she go investigate? Funny. Oh, she wanted her change. She wants her money. That's right. Get out of here, Johnny. You know better than that. The Oakleys were cheap. No, they wasn't, Katie. Don't even, y'all. There's cheap, and then there's Katie cheap. Katie thinks because she only paid $200 for the Oakleys, they're cheap. I don't know why I'm picking on Katie so much, because I've had this conversation with her before. That's why. No, not the school. Sorry. Yeah, it's definitely not the school. My daughter would say to her friends, "Why in the world would you spend $200 on speakers? I mean, on sneakers." Me too. I've never understood that crap. My kids have come to me before and said, "Hey, I need $100. I need $75, or I need $200 or $300 for these pairs of shoes or something." I was like, "You going to Payless shoe store, just like we always do every year, and you gonna get your shoes. We're going to Payless, and we ain't spending over $20 on a pair of shoes. Talking about $200. You $200 crazy? It's crazy, man." And then of course the grandparents would buy them for them. I could have bought them for them. I had the money, but I'll be damned. My daughter would say, "Oh yeah, they're those are called Jokleys." That's right. I'm a snob. I'd forgotten about the snob. You are a snob. I completely forgot about that. That's an inside joke, y'all. I don't think she's a snob. Well, guys, we're going to call it quits. We love you guys. No baby teeth, and her big teeth grew and didn't knock her baby teeth out. Dentist didn't want to pull them. Finally got new dentist. Oh, she had the baby teeth and her. I've heard of that. I've seen a person that had 4 rows, on top and bottom, 4 rows of teeth. It's a condition. that makes teeth grow more rapid. I bought some in Manhattan on a choir trip. What? You bought some of what? Girls with baby teeth? Because that's right after that she was talking about girls with baby teeth. You bought a girl with baby teeth in Manhattan? John, you don't have to tell everything. And remember, the CIA was talking last time that we were on here. Some teeth, John? Yes, both sets of teeth. That's crazy. Yeah, like I said, I knew a person that had 4 on top and bottom, 4 rows of teeth, 4 sets. It was like a set, a set, a set, and a set on both top and bottom. I don't remember the name of it. Somebody can look it up, but there's a condition that makes teeth grow. I mean, one little wild hair. Nathan left his Oakleys at the Spurs game. Remember that? Went and bought another pair that same night. Yes, I remember you telling me that. It's Nathan's fault. That's right. Yeah, her husband, they went to a Spurs game, and her husband left his Oakleys at the game, and then he went and I think dropped them off and then went to the Oakley store and bought another pair of Oakleys. Y'all, I bought a pair of was it Oakleys, or what was the other kind that was real expensive in the 80s? Mine wasn't Oakleys. I don't think they were the other Ray-Bans. I bought a pair of Ray-Bans. Paid, I don't know. I don't remember how much. And I went out. I had those things for about 3 hours. And why would you need those at night? He didn't need them at night, but he wanted them that I guess he didn't want to worry about going the next day because he had to go to work. So he went that night. He had time, so he went that night. I'm sure he didn't go get them for that night. He went and got them because he had lost his other ones. But yeah, Ray-Bans, whoever said that. Yeah, thank you, Katie. Some Ray-Bans. They were expensive glasses, and I bought them. I had them for like 3 hours because we were going out on the cutter. That's when I was living on the coast. We went out on the cutter, and I looked over, and my glasses, I'd pull them up over my office so I could look down and see. And the boat moved on a wave, and they fell and went. I watched them go into the sea. They dropped, and I said, "Bye." So did I go to the Ray-Ban store and buy me another pair? No, I did not. I got a super expensive Jules Jurgensen watch one year. It's an expensive watch. Very nice watch. Extremely nice watch. I got it for Christmas one year. My girlfriend, who was actually my fiance at the time, we weren't fiancés yet. It was my late wife before we were married. Her, my boss, and 2 friends all pitched in and bought me this watch for my birthday. And it was nice. It was Jules Jurgensen. And I lost it. And I said, I will never, ever again wear an expensive watch or sunglasses. And I don't wear rings. I'm married, but I don't wear rings because my fingers swell and then go down and swell and go down, swell and go down. So I'm going to get a tap, but I don't wear expensive rings either. Because I lose stuff. I lose it. I can't stand a ring on my finger. It just bugs me because it swells up so bad. So I'm always taking it off. Michelle and I got married, and I had to go to work right after we got married. We got married, and then we had like 2 or 3 days together, and then I had to go to work out of town, and because I was driving a truck then, and I took my ring off. I went to Brown's Family Restaurant in Branson, Missouri, and I can't stand for water to get under. If I'm wearing a ring, I can't stand for water to get under there. It bugs the piss out of me. So I always took it off. I set it down in the sink and washed my hands. Excuse me. When I got through washing my hands, I walked out without picking it back up again. And this was one of those rings that had a little spinner in the middle of it. It spun around, and it said Johnny and Michelle forever. Forever and always, I think is what it said. Michelle. Mine said Michelle and Johnny. Hers said Johnny and Michelle forever. Always and forever, I think is what it said. And so I got like 150 miles down the road and realized my ring was gone, and I called them. And I said, I left my ring in your restaurant bathroom. Can you go look and see if it's there? And they went and looked and said, and they come back and said, no, it wasn't there. Some idiot stole my ring. I was like, I got the one thief named Johnny, and he just happened to be married to Michelle. I can definitely see Johnny in a pair of Ray-Ban aviators. I've always wanted a pair of Ray-Ban aviators, like those pair that I lost. I've always wanted another pair because they look so good, but I can't bring myself to do that. Nathan lost his wedding ring while we were out on a boat, and he decided to get on the tube without taking his ring off. His ring is now at the bottom of the lake. Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't go back and buy another ring. I just don't wear rings now. I promised Michelle that I'm gonna get a tattoo because I can't do the rings. It wasn't you, not enough L. That was okay. That's really cool. What's really cool? It wasn't me, not enough L's. What are you talking about? And I can't stand being called Johnny. Well, what's wrong with Johnny, John? I didn't call you Johnny. What are y'all talking about? Are y'all seeing stuff that I don't? Sandra said, "Oh, that's really cool. Your description of your wedding band." Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. But what are you talking about, John? You said it wasn't me, not enough L's. I can't stand being called Johnny. I didn't call you Johnny. Oh, I know what you're saying. You're saying it wasn't you that took my ring. Is the tattoo going to say married? Well, I don't know. I don't think it's going to say anything. I'm thinking about tribal art all the way around. We've seen that. I saw a skull with a thorny rose stem all the way around. What else did I see? Barbed wire. I wanted to do like a black ball and then a chain, but she won't let me. He was super upset because that ring went with him to Iraq twice and then lost it in the way. I did end up buying him a new one. Yeah, I see. I lost mine, so I'm not going to ever buy a new one. That just doesn't make sense to me. If you lose a piece of jewelry, especially expensive piece of jewelry, um, I wouldn't. I don't buy another one. That doesn't make any sense. You're just going to lose that. He's going to lose that one too, sooner or later. So I don't do that. Guys aren't Johnny. My wife's name is Michelle. Your wife's name is Michelle. Not enough L's. Oh, got you. But I didn't call you Johnny. Oh, you're saying because mine said John. Y'all, John, I'm slow. Okay. You got to realize how slow minded Johnny is. You can't just throw stuff out and I won't know what the hell you're talking about. I see what you're saying now. You didn't take my ring. Was you in Branson, Missouri in 2011? April of 2011? It wasn't expensive. We got married when we were military and poor. Mine wasn't expensive either. The one that I lost with Michelle, it wasn't expensive either. I have lost very expensive rings. Greetings, Forgotten Shadows. Maybe I was drunk that decade. Yeah. Forgotten Shadows, have you been here before? I don't see a Forgotten Shadows. Say something, Forgotten Shadows. I don't see you. Where do y'all see Forgotten Shadows? Did they say something? I hate when someone's on. I can't see them. Let me see the participants. I think the participants only shows me who's subscribed, actually, because I don't ever see anybody extra on there. So there's someone. Are you telling me it's 11:38? Are you telling me it's time to go? Nathan would kill me if I lost my wedding ring. There's a couple rings Michelle has that I would get upset if she lost too. Like that new one I just got her for our anniversary. I would get really upset because that cost me too much money. Yes, I'm the guy. He said, "Oh, there's Forgotten Shadows. I couldn't see you." Yes, I'm the guy. He said he would have a beer with. I forgot to turn on notifications, so I haven't been here in quite some time. Well, I'm glad you're back. So. I forget me with my name. I didn't forget you. I remember you now. When you said I was the guy that he said he would have a beer with, I would have a beer with you. I'd have a beer with anyone, especially if you're buying. Did you turn on notifications now? Subscribe and turn on notifications. I hate that you came on when we're fixing to get off. But we'll be back next Sunday. Where are you from, Forgotten Shadows? Where are you at right now? What state will you be in? I'll buy around next Saturday. Eastern U.S. Okay. Southeast? We're doing a meet and greet next Saturday in Alabama. Can you make it to Alabama? Yeah, thank you, John. John just posted it. Meet up at San Marcos in Wetumpka, Alabama at 5 p.m. on the 16th. Oh, Mideast. Okay, got you. You can still come. We don't mind. Katie's buying around. How are you going to buy around? You're not even going to be there. You can't buy around when you ain't even at the place. We could hold your face up when we're FaceTiming you to the bartender. You say, "Hey, around on me." And then you can show him a picture of like money. Ghost round. And give them my credit card number. Oh, don't give Mexicans in the South your credit card number, Katie. Don't do that. That was a very racist remark, wasn't it? Don't give nobody in the South your credit card number. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't want no racist police on me. PayPal? No, you're not. Yeah, I know I'm not racist. I was just saying that was a racist remark. I said, don't give Mexicans in the South. Don't give anybody in the South your credit card number. Southerners are thieves. I'm just kidding. We're not thieves. We're the most unthievy people in the world, as a matter of fact, in the country. Well, guys, we're going on 2.5 hours, or 2 hours and 45 minutes, 2.25 hours, 2 3/4. I cannot think I'm so tired. But I really am. I'm tired. I don't think I'm going to do my work tonight. I think I'm going to go to bed and then I'll do it in the morning because I don't think I'm going to go in very soon. Because I think it's still going to be slow this week too. But everything is set for our weekend, our meet and greet next weekend. I got the reservations. Everything's done. John posted it again. Forgotten Shadows, you're more than welcome to come, especially now that you're subscribed. And if you did subscribe, did you subscribe? I can tell if you subscribed or not. Nope, you did not. You don't have to if you don't want to, but we invite you to. Forgotten Shadows, we invite you to subscribe and hit the notifications button and hit the like button. Hey, everybody hasn't hit the like button tonight. Y'all go hit the like button before we get off. I'm still not tired. Hurry with questions. Nobody's asking me any questions. We're just talking. Oh, I'm sorry, Forgotten Shadows. Thank you for subscribing. It just didn't show me that you're subscribed for some reason. I don't know why it does that. Yeah, hit that notifications button so you'll know when we're on. Right now, we're doing every Sunday at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. But we're going to be doing 2 shows a week. Comes very soon. We're going to start with 2 shows a week. So. Welcome, Forgotten Shadows, to our crazy group. That's right. You poor guy. But yeah, I hate you came on when we're fixing to get off. That sucks. Love you guys. We will see you guys next week at the meet and greet for everybody that can be there. The address is posted on here several times. It's also posted on the Facebook page. If you have any troubles, just PM me. Let me know. Anybody you want to bring, you can bring. I'm not bringing any children with me because there will be drinking. But hey, that's if you want to bring your kids, bring your kids. I don't have a problem with that. I do have a couple of birthday parties to go to next Saturday, but they should be done way before then. So we will get that taken care of. I will be there. Love you guys. Thank you so much for sticking it with us. You guys push the merch. You see friends, people that has merch, show people the merch, tell people about it, get them to buy it. That's how we're going to do this. That's how we're going to do our team investigation so that you guys can get your certificates is by selling this merch. So just let me know. You guys, yes, thank you, Katie. Have a safe week. You too. Love you too. Good night. Thank you guys, everybody. We'll see you we'll see you Saturday at 5 p.m. at San Marcos and Wetumpka, and then we'll see you on. Do you have tank tops? Yes, we can do tank tops too. Absolutely. Just PM me if you want something. Yes. See you too, Forgotten Shadows. I'm so sorry you came on right when we were getting off, but we'll be back on next week. And now that you've hit that notification, you'll get it. John, I'll just let me know, John. I can get you all the speedos you want. I will show when mine comes. Yeah, okay. Absolutely, Veronica. Yeah, you're going to get yours this week, I promise. Love you guys. Y'all have a great paranormal week, and I will see you Saturday. Looking forward to it. It's going to be a blast. Y'all be there and wear your CAPI merch. And there'll be CAPI merch there to buy as well. So, love you guys.